This is Vanessa Howie. I'm a double certified personal trainer. I know I show these in every video, but sometimes it helps for people to see. That's my ISSA certification. And this is my ACE, American Council on Exercise certification. It sometimes helps people out mentally for them to see the certification, to know that, yeah, I do have credentials. I'm not just standing here in essentially the basement or the second level or base level of my house, just doing this video just because. So, and the premise for a lot of these videos are people that, a lot of my clients have been having a hard time getting to the gym, and so I still wanted to be able to give some of my clients some exercises that they could do, whether on their own or taking their phone into the gym and then doing the video while they're in the gym on the phone, even if they're not able to train with me. So that's part of my contribution to society. We're doing a series of 5 exercises today. I have a variety of props here. It's a standing outer hip lift, like this and like this, but using tubing like this. I'll show 2 ways with tubing, and I'll also show how to do it with a loop, for those that prefer to do it with a loop. Some like to do it with tubing because they feel it's less intense, and others like the intensity, and so they don't want to mess with the longness of the tubing and, you know, wrapping it around their ankle and such, and so they just want to slip something on and then go, and that's why I'm giving you both options. An exercise that I call road rage. It's this motion here, but I'm doing it with a weighted ball, and I have a pink 4-pound weighted ball here. If you have a ball that has handles, that's preferred. I don't have one, so I'm using the biggest ball that I have, but moderate resistance. That exercise is going to kill you. A hamstring curl with tubing, and I'll use the pink tubing with that one as well. A reverse fly. I'll show you how to do it with a foot on the step or just standing and doing it that way. And if you're having low back problems, putting a hand on the back and doing it one arm at a time, I'll show you a modification for that. And an exercise is called elevator planks. I'll show you how to do that on the bench for beginners and those that have special needs for the low back, etc. And also show you a floor version for that one. So, standing outer hip lift. Let me first show you with the tubing here. So, this is a medium resistance tubing. There are a variety of resistances out there. I happen to use the medium. You want to create a loop around, so you take handles like this, and you place one handle inside the other, like this, and it creates a loop. You put that loop around the ankle, either ankle or the midfoot, as you see here, okay? Now, you step on the remainder of it with the other foot. And so you tap the toe, the one that has a loop in it, in the foot, and you come out to the side like this. That's your outer hip lift with the tubing. If you want to see it on the other side, I'm going to loosen the resistance, loop it around the other foot, and this video might not be very long. Some of my others are longer, no more than 30 minutes. This one might be just like 10 or 15. Now, the standing leg is going to get work also, okay? But I want you to feel it in this outer hip right here. Okay. Now, for those that like more of a challenge, or they just want to slip something on, do it and go, whether it's light, medium, or heavy resistance, and I'm going to sit on this bench here to place it on. And you want to put the loop on around your ankles. I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera, but you want to place it around your ankles. I'm going to waddle over here near the TV. Hi! Feet about hip distance apart. Now, if your loop is tighter and it will only let you do this, that's fine. But you don't want to see that there's very little resistance there. There's a lot of slack there. So you want to make sure that there's no slack, that it's taut, but not creating resistance on the outer thighs yet. Shift to one leg. The weight of your body shifts to one leg. Out and in. It's a tiny move. I can feel a lot of it out here, but I can also feel a lot of it here and in the glute on that leg, the moving leg. Now on this one, you go straight to the other side. There's no moving the tubing around. It's already there. That's why a lot of my clients like this one, because you just shift to the other side. I want to hold on to the TV, step myself out of it. A lot of my clients do the same, or they'll hold on to me as they're stepping out of it. Road rage with the weighted ball. This one happens to be from the firm. I get a lot of their products. I do enjoy it. Work out to a lot of their stuff, as you can see the videos in the background. If you happen to see or you have a weighted ball that has handles where you can grab onto, that's going to be preferred to just holding onto it like this. So you're going to hold this out at chest level and you're going to rotate it. So the knuckles of one hand is going to face the ceiling while the opposite hand is going to face the floor. You rotate it, and it switches. And you rotate around, and around, and around. I'm going to show you the front view so that you get a better idea. Start here, and you rotate, and rotate. If your knees will not allow you to torque that much, don't go as far over. So if this is your stopping point, that's fine. You have to keep your core tight when you do that, okay? Okay, good. All right. Hamstring curl with tubing. I'll show you it with the tubing. I'll also show you with the loop, okay? Okay, so what I'll be doing here is I'll be placing handle through handle, creating that loop, all right? Wrapping it around. It's in the arch of the foot, okay? It's in the arch. The front, not the front foot. The foot that doesn't have anything on it is going to step on that tubing. And the foot that has the tubing wrapped around the arch is going to go in the back. You're going to try to place your knees together, and I'll show you a front view in just a moment. Point your toes toward your feet, or the front foot. Curl. Curl. The reason I want your knees together is when some people, they don't have the knees together, and they do it, they wind up doing this. And they feel it in the butt, and not here. Now, there are exercises that I will be taking you through in the future where I have you to do this motion here. Or that I already have, like with the donkey kick that I did in one of my previous videos. That targets the glute. I want to really target the hamstring muscle right here. Knees together. Now, I want to show you a front view of this. Knees together while you do this. Okay? I'm looking the heel towards the butt. Alright? I'm going to do the same thing on the other leg so that you can get a different side view. Okay? Alright. So, foot that doesn't have any tubing wrapped around it will step on the excess tubing. Knees together, kick, oh, and this leg is a little tight. Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to pause. I'm going to hold on to the tubing in this hand, not lift up that back foot totally. There we go. Pin the knees together again, holding onto the TV. Please hold on to something sturdy if you're not quite sure if you have a handle on it. Chair, table, anything. Make sure That's really tight. I'm going to loosen that up just a tiny bit. Holy moly. Okay. Well, that's better. I can feel it, but I'm not, oh my gosh! Yeah. I don't feel like I'm dying right now. Okay. And to stretch that out, pardon the expression, you're going to hinge from the hips and stick your butt out that way. I feel it all the way down through here. To really intensify this stretch, take the front leg, cross it, holding on to something. I'm holding on to this tabletop here. I feel it really intensely in this back leg right there. And I'm going to switch sides. I don't have any resistance on the tubing. In fact, the rest of it is just dangling in my hands. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do this with the loop. Okay. Alright, got to be certain the camera's still doing what it's supposed to do. Okay, I'm going to put the loop on as I am seated on this bench. Now, I'm going to place one foot, both ankles are in. The front leg is going to be doing the work, so the arch of the foot is going in there, okay? Now, holding on to, I have a TV, you can have a chair, tabletop, whatever it takes. Pin the knees together again. The same form applies, okay? The only difference here is when you're done, you wiggle it onto your ankle, and I'm going to turn around so you can see it. And this one, using the TV chair to stand, whatever you have to hold on to. The front foot, it's around the arch. Pin the knees together, curl. Really feel it back through here. I'm going to take it off while I'm holding onto the TV. Alright, reverse flies. Now, some people that have back problems, they can use a bench to assist them. Good, it's clearly in frame. They can use a bench to assist them. Or I'll show you an alternate version. Now, if your knees are bothering you to the point where doing this is painful, then do the alternate version that I'm going to show you shortly. Those that choose to do this because they have back problems and doing this motion here really stresses that low back, do this. You're going to hinge from your hips, and you can have your foot on a step that is as low as 6 inches. I happen to have one that is 14 because that's what works for me. You can have one that is 8, one that is 6, one that is 10. It's okay. As long as the height works for you, that's all that matters. Hinge from the hips. Now, notice I'm keeping from my head to my hips in one straight line. I'm not crowning, I'm not punching forward, and I'm not doing this overarching thing like this. Okay? Keep it straight. Let the arms dangle down. Palms are facing each other. I'm going to scoot myself towards the TV a little bit because the arm is going to go flying out to the side, and I really don't want to hit my television. I use that for exercise almost every day. So, palms are facing each other, hinging from your hips, from the head to the hips in a straight line, and I just remembered that, so I adjusted my head. So you're going to bring your arms to the side, no higher than shoulder height. When you do this, you want to squeeze this area here and that area there. And those shoulder blades right there. That's where you want to squeeze. So I'm going to take you over to a poster of mine so you can get a better look. Okay. Sorry about that. My little downstairs exercise area. There we go. Okay. So, oh, let me move this. I'm so sorry about that. I thought I had a better angle on it. Okay. So, the area that I am talking about, there. Now, there's an area that is on the back of the model there that is around her shoulders. The area that I pointed to on my back. That is the area that we are referring to. So, see if I can get up close there. Right there. So, this area right here that I'm referring to, and that area right there. You want to feel it in those areas. If you feel it below, then it's not really, yes, you get to see my room, yay! It's not really going to affect your workout the way that I would like. There we go. Put the fully in screen. Okay, ta-da! There we go. Sorry about that. I just wanted to give you a better understanding on what it is that you're doing when you do this motion, this activity. There. Okay. Knew I had it. Didn't have it adjusted quite right. There we go. And so for this exercise, when you're getting into this position, you're hinging forward and you squeeze those shoulder blades together. That's what the reverse fly does. Now, for those that have knee issues or hip issues and they have a difficult time doing this motion here, high, then you can put one foot in front of the other or have your feet about hip distance apart. I'm going to back myself up because I'm pretty sure that my feet would be cut off by the camera. You hinge forward from the hips, tighten the core, and do this motion here. Okay. Squeeze those shoulder blades together in the back when you do it. Okay. For the elevator planks, I'm going to leave this here because I really needed to demonstrate it on the bench first. Okay. So, for beginners and somewhat for intermediate people. And I'm going to place a cushioning on that to give myself a little extra comfort. I know, I keep popping in and out of camera. This is the last exercise on this one, though. And the reason I have this here is I call it an elevator plank. So you're going to be moving from your hands down to your elbows and hands again. So when you start, your hips and knees are in a line for beginners. And you walk down and up. Now you're not doing this motion here. You're not sticking your butt out there. You're allowing your chest to come forward, forward, pushing back with the hand, pushing back with the other hand. Now for intermediate, you can take your legs further out or have one leg out like this and do it a little more intensely. But keep in mind, if you have one leg out, halfway through you're going to switch legs. Now, for those that don't have those issues or feel confident to go to the floor, what I'll have you to do is I'll take this out of frame here. There. Is I'll have you to come down to the floor here. Now on this one, hips and knees are in alignment. Wrist, shoulder and elbow are in alignment. So you push up, up, come down to the elbows. Up, up, down, down. That's to get beginners accustomed to the motion. Intermediate, come out here, up, up, down, down. Up, up. Yeah, you caught me. I was out of alignment there. For advanced, it's the same motion, only more intense. I really hope that you enjoyed this exercise series, this set. Aim to do at least 10 reps of every exercise, if not 15. And some people have asked me, well, how often or how many should I do? Do at least 2 circuits. So do one of each exercise and then go back to the beginning and do it again until you get to a 30-minute mark, or for whatever time frame you have. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, please click like, and hope you enjoy your day, and hope to see you again soon. Bye.